plug. We're family. We're family in this business.
Exactly.
All right. Next up, if they are ready, we have Justin performing Jaded.
I'll just start off with the definition here. The definition of jaded: one, fatigued by overwork; two, made dull, apathetic, or cynical by experience or by having or seeing too much of something. It's sad to say, but I'm jaded with every person I talk to. They're graded on how close they are to me: associates, friends, family, day ones, and lovers. I'm tired of every associate calling me a brother when we dap each other. Brothers are there to protect each other, not be used for free work. Brothers have a certain connection where they seen hurt and uplift each other through thick and thin, accepting sins and pushing each other to repent, guide each other on how to prevent mistakes they made themselves. They're like family with the way they share vulnerability to save each other from hostility. Day ones can be closer than blood, yet whatever you say to them can be used as a weapon. It's always a matter of trust, the reliability of character. You can share deep secrets and they won't care for you. You can offer that same person the whole plate, but they won't share for you. Now with family, they're so rooted in tradition. Based on past cognition, they lack recognition that tradition is peer pressure by dead people. As the current generation, one should strive to be greater than the ones that came before. Realize what they did before is just the groundwork for you to construct your palace. Whether you come from a line of successful relatives or breaking generational curses, appreciate what came before, but strive to do more than the ones before you. For the lovers, you know the saying: right person, wrong time, wrong person, new person, old lines, old person, new lies. People come and go at the right time, whether it's for blessings or lessons. Don't deny the time of when the chapter ends or opens, because at times we need that one person to show us a new direction. The connections we make with our past relationships towards someone of interest makes us jaded going into a new one, and it's the biggest problem with today's dating scene. I mean, I'm jaded because of how I was used. So when I meet women who were emotionally abused, I show them plenty different. Then get confused and try to find the old lines from a past ex I never met, or subconsciously make a correlation with the past ex and me and break it off because of past hurt. I relate to all this because I've done the same, but I had to make some change. To save your heart, one should never expect, demand, and assume. Know your limits, where you stand, and your role in the bond. Do your best to not get paranoid and jealous. Just be vocal with your emotions to lay any notions of negativity to rest. With the third pick of the 2021 Podium Open Mic, Christopher Oliver with I Am a Poet.
Yes, sir. Hello.
Hey, come on and bless us. Come on and bless us, man.
All right. I am a poet. I am a poet because poetry is my pen mightier than a sword, and plot armor even when the ruthless nights rode on me. Plot twist the plot to turn. Poetry twist the plot to turn for me. A voice is like it spoke to me. That fine melody telling the perfect bedtime story. To rest in peace at the end of the wars before me. Even when no one knew I was into such a thing, poetry was a spout for my soul to blow off steam. Sometimes it even taught me as I read it back, I seen myself being the pot calling the kettle black. Even with ears heard and minds didn't listen, there was never a words those documents forgot I mentioned. Before people's consideration became currency, before the first crowd paid any attention, just enough time to speak to my journal was the biggest chain glistening. Before it was spoken words only spoken a sentence. And when it came to the open mic, I was the only one in attendance. I'll never feel like I needed to relent it. And that show, I'll never miss it. I am a poet even when school is stressful. My mind's a mess. I just invest in my textbook. I write because art is a hurt and I have a chest full. Suffering from a mindful at night, a quick write and I'm restful. I am a poet because it gets the steam blowing. It was a coat, now it's hope, straight positivity showing. And I love the way it's growing. Troubles evaporate the thought. Once it condenses a lot, I participate in the art for the rain on my skin as it keeps pouring. I am a poet because even others' poems are pure enjoyment. If it flows and the mic breaks the ice, gets the urge flowing. I love expressing what I be knowing. To see my friends up at that podium straight glowing. Like, yeah, poet, tell your story. I feel your power and your glory. Just from the strength to share the story. I understand the weight of that storage. Because even when there's nowhere to keep my stuff, that page is perfect for storing. And I never forget to thank it once I finish the poem. For his gift to me. I am a poet. Thank you.
Let's see here. We have now the one and only Drusilla.
Hello. I'm going to read Love.
Hello.
First. I want you to open my heart with a scalpel, to let you see my ventricles, my valves, to feel my heart beat with hands that smell like bergamot, dripping with my love, an image of spider lilies. I wish to feel your fingers inside of my rib cage, to know my lungs and to plant roses in them, daisies and callas and monkshood. I crave the wisteria on your breath. Sigh into me, would you? There will be no tenderness, not for us. Our expression of affection will be bend and snap and break. I sing of the hue of you as I count your vertebrae. You describe the tone of my voice when you taste the spice of my blood. We will make our homes inside of each other. Anyways, that's a product of me getting into the show Hannibal.
Very, yeah. Listen, come on with it. Are you gonna bless us again?
I've got a second one. This one is titled Goodbye, and it's sort of a letter to my mother. What can I offer you that you haven't already taken or laid claim to? You've infected everything. A constant state of decay lays over all of it. It feels slightly off, slightly wrong. You don't feel right anymore. Nothing does because of you. Bad energy, bad vibes. You're greedy and you're rude, and I can't abide it anymore. So goodbye. Goodbye to greed and decay and lies and your backwards, horrible opinions. I don't need you anymore. I don't think I ever did.
Hollow Symphony.
Yeah, I see the three.
Let's go.
Yeah, the floor is yours. Come bless us.
Congratulations. You are the first and last audience to hear and see my performance. I hope you enjoy. This place used to hold the most wondrous performance, filled with lights, sounds, and colors that will move hearts and become cinema rails in the memories of the audience. These broken walls built by old songs and voices, the lights now flicker and dim, the wooden floor scuffed and cracked. The stage was set for the show that would wow the crowd, leaving them stunned and wanting more. The cast's voices rang out their lines, the instruments could be heard dancing their melodies, props stood tall, providing a life outside of this one. But now they're just echoes of lost souls, scattered scenes, and empty sheet music. This place, these sounds, the memories that were shared are woven into the curtains that hang tattered from the ceiling. The broken and stained floorboards scuffed by the ever-changing cast members who seem to leave as soon as they join. You can even see a few places where some of them made cameos. The life that was breathed into this place has finally reached its climax, and now the show has ended. The curtains have been called and now fallen. The performers have taken their final bow. The lights turned off, this clapping fade, and my performance is over. I hope I brought you emotions that you have not felt in a while. I hope I brought back memories of times you hold from the life you lived. Did you know memories can be linked to sounds and smells, things that can bring us back to those moments? The broken song that fills these walls holds something that heals my heart, and the scattered scenes tell the stories that I have forgotten. And the curtains stain red with pain I felt while living the life I did, and the lessons I've learned. So thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed my time on stage.